Hi, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to bring through some messages, some quick messages from the angels today, wherever you are. We're in the day after the winter solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere in the UK. So we're still within those energies, very potent energies, at the time of doing this video, and please know that this reading is timeless, so whenever you find it, if it resonates, then it's your message. What is going on at the moment is, as we're in the after kind of glow of the winter solstice, which was yesterday, at the time of doing the reading, there is a kind of energy settling in that feels very much like a quiet knowing that change is happening, that there's been a new shift. There's definitely felt this shift in energy, this kind of moving into a new timeline for many, as so much clearing and purging has been happening at all levels, in all ways, including our bodies, all of our energy bodies and fields are having this huge upgrade, which has meant a deep purging as usual, asking us to let go of whatever has been calling to be let go of now, as it comes to completion, as we near the end of the year, at this time. And so it's a very, very good time to be going into your cave, going into your personal quiet space, wherever that is, wherever is your happy place, wherever is your cozy space, wherever you can kind of tuck yourself in and settle down. And apologies, I know that in the summer solstice is a very slightly different energy, but because we're in the winter solstice, I am speaking on that today. But just only take what resonates for you anyway. But as we are going into that kind of sacred space of winding down, and in the darker nights, the nights actually get lighter now, but there's this feeling of being in the cave, wanting to be with our thoughts, be with our processing of what's been going on and how things have been shifting and changing, which relationships, connections, projects, work, home, family, whatever's been going on, whatever you've been doing, whatever you've been personally working on, some things have come to completion and there's new doorways opening. And this feels like a really magical time to now start to make the shift. We've just had the new moon, so we're in the new moon energy of focusing on only that which we would like to bring in with us into the new year. That's a very powerful energy. It's a very powerful thing to be setting your focus on what's working, what's helping, what's supporting, as well as, obviously, we still have to process and let go of the old. 3:33 on the timer, as I said that. And that's the number of the ascended masters, the unconditional love. If you have been asked to let go, are you able to come into your heart to bring that unconditional love to the situation, to bring forgiveness, whether to yourself, to others, whatever's been going on, whatever you're being asked to let go? Can you let go and be in that peace, be in that space of knowing and understanding that even if it didn't feel like it was your choice, what's happened, if it hasn't been through a choice you've made, or it hasn't been something you've wanted, we're kind of being asked to really trust where this is taking us, and that can be really difficult. That can be really difficult, especially if it's something we really, really felt we wanted. But look, this is like asking us to have the flexibility, let go, be in that state of surrender where we are taking care of ourselves. It's really important at the moment to rest and relax, release guilt, make your needs a top priority. We're being asked to succumb to the energy of being with ourselves and just looking after ourselves now. That's a really important thing to do, before we move into what is going to be accelerated motion, what's going to be a fast period. So especially if you're feeling tired, especially if your body is needing to wind down, please listen to it, because it may be speaking on the fact that this is your moment to do that, to self-care, before things speed up, before your goals, your dreams, your intentions that you've been sending out there, whether you've been aware of that or not, whether you've been aware that they are sort of in the ether waiting to materialize, in divine timing, whether you're aware of that or not, whichever phase you're in right now, there's this kind of understanding and accepting that actually whatever you've been doing, this has been going on at some level. And as you're sending those wishes, those dreams, those intentions out there, as you're manifesting at some level, the universe is co-creating with you. You are stepping through this portal, this next chapter, this new phase where you will be called on to be strong, to have courage, to be fierce. Whether that means having fierce boundaries, whether that means fiercely self-loving, whether that means fiercely protecting your energy, looking after yourself, whether that means sort of being a strength for your own dreams that are going to need you to be in a really sort of strong place in terms of well and healthy and feeling good, which you can only do if you're looking after yourself and you're taking the time when that time presents itself. It seems as though that time is now presenting itself, with a view to knowing that whatever it is you've been wishing on, whatever you've been calling to come forwards, is on its way. It's on its way. Let go of what needs to go, bring in what needs to be brought in. And I'm sensing a newfound freedom. And there is this kind of message to perhaps allow yourself to do things a little bit differently, to trust in the unknown, to understand there is uncertainty. We don't know how things are going to look. We don't know how things are going to turn out. We don't even know what next year perhaps is going to look like, because life has shifted and changed on so many levels for everybody. And indeed the world, look at how beautiful. The world is shifting and changing. Everything is changing. Everyone is changing. We're stepping into our highest, best selves at this time. We're letting go, we're shedding, we're purging, but we're also moving forwards into the vastness and the absolute potential of the new beginnings of the universe, of the multiverse, of the ability to know that whatever it is that is divinely meant for you is coming, and all you're being asked to do is to let go and rest, and to look after yourself, to prepare for this. So listen to your body, really, really important. Let it speak to you now. Let yourself have the courage to be flexible, to allow yourself even to walk through this portal, to walk through this gateway, to bring in all that you desire, all that you are wishing for, all that you have been manifesting. For some, this will literally be freedom from something, or freedom within your own life. For some, this might be more time to rest, to look after yourself, to beautify yourself, to enjoy life, to have peace, to maybe to travel, maybe to see new things, to bring in new goals in some way. But whatever it is, there are wonders to behold. There are beautiful, beautiful things meant for you, coming for you, and asking to be brought in. And so there's not a lot you need to do at this time except to trust the process. And look at this is the most incredible message. I'm going to hold it up so hopefully you can read it, and I'm going to read it for you as well. Dearest you, and these are lovely, these are postcards from Spirit. Did you know that when you stop fighting and accept everything exactly as it is right now, miracles start to happen? There is a freedom, beautiful, in this kind of radical acceptance. Let go of unrealistic expectations and see things as they really are, not how you'd like them to be. You'll be surprised at how everything seems to fall into place. When you refuse to accept things, life gets messy, you act messy, and your world stays in chaos, tension, and disarray. But don't try to force a change or manipulate circumstances. Instead, learn about what is in front of you and face it with your eyes fully open. Then you can decide, stay or go, sink or swim, move or stay still. And I'm thinking of that song. Gosh, what's that song? The Frog Chorus. Do you remember the song called The Frog Chorus? I think it was Paul McCartney, and I think it was something to do with Rupert Bear. Might have to look that one up, but I'm thinking of that song, and it's all about standing together. I think it's actually called We All Stand Together. It's absolutely lovely, and it's all these frogs singing about how we all just need to stand together. And you know, that's a beautiful message for where the world is right now and where we're all sort of individually at right now, that there's this kind of need to have that higher vision, that acceptance of the way things are, and what can we do, what can we choose to do in that. And just finishing the message, acceptance is the key to freedom and opens the door to the real opportunities waiting to be discovered. Set yourself and others free, loving you so much, always and forever. And this is a beautiful deck by Colette Baron Reid, which I've also just used in the quick message from the angels, which I will try and post a link to here. But do feel free to search that if that resonates. That was just posted today as well. This is an absolutely beautiful message. This is just such a timely message of the new beginnings, of what we're stepping into, of what's coming, knowing that things are going to speed up. Everything's speeding up. Our bodies, our energy, our lives, time seems to have changed enormously. And as it speeds up, it's really, really important we set ourselves free from anything that's holding us back, any limiting beliefs, any self-limitation, and we walk through this portal, this gateway, this absolute gateway of the new beginning, with our hearts open, knowing and trusting our needs will be met, knowing and trusting that whatever is going on, even if it's not what we have asked for as such, that it will be what is needed. You know, that is always with the benefit of hindsight, isn't it? How often do we say, oh, I didn't know I needed that, but actually it was so important that happened because it led me to this, or it took me to the next stage of my life. It helped me see something, it helped me learn something, helped me grow, helped me even just to know what I don't want so I could know what I did want. And in that, I hope you can see these cards, in that, you know, we're always where we're meant to be, you know, at some level when we look at it from a higher perspective. So focus on your goals, focus on trusting, letting go, being flexible, surrendering to this new beginning, and knowing it's going to take you exactly where you need to be. There is such beautiful freedom coming from this, and I feel that freedom is the word, freedom is the goal. And freedom means standing in your truth, standing as you are, and allowing yourself to set yourself free. As you set yourself free, you're setting others free as well. And we're all walking towards that beautiful future where we can be ourselves, where we can stand together, united, making the changes that are needed to be made to take us to the next level, collectively, individually. You know, it's really, really important right now. Set a goal, write it down, and let go of the outcome. Small steps make a big difference. That's going to be the mantra today. I'm wishing you a beautiful, beautiful rest of the day or evening, wherever you are. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please do let me know in the comments if this resonated for you. Let me know, and I really hope to see you next time. Thank you so much.